Aloha, everybody. I'm so happy to be with you today to talk about feelings. Yeah, feelings are something that we weren't really taught. A, what they are. B, what to do with them. C, what they do for us. And they are our emotional guidance system. They direct us in and out of our life with feeling. And so if I'm feeling something that's a lower emotion, like fear or anger or depression, then I know that whatever I'm doing, wherever I'm going, is the wrong way for me. And if I'm feeling a lighter emotion, like joy, happiness, hope, faith, trust, then I know I'm going the right direction. So they guide us. And if we are out there without a fully functioning emotional guidance system, we can wander into things that aren't really good for us because we're not listening to our own inner guidance system, and we don't hear the warning bells that go off, or we just don't understand that those warning bells mean that we're going the wrong direction, that we're hanging out with the wrong people, that we're in the wrong job. And right now there's like a whole bunch of warning bells going off, right? Because our lives are changing and we don't really know what to do with it. And maybe this is going the right direction for us and we're just not feeling all of our feelings, so we don't really know. So I'm here to talk to you today about your feelings and about really how to feel them, and give you an idea, just a bit of an idea, because it's more work than what I can do in these few minutes, but a bit of an idea of how to really manage your own emotional guidance system, meaning listen to it and respond in a way that your body being really needs you to respond. So, feelings. Feelings are held in our body everywhere, but the main feeling center is in our pelvic bowl. So to connect with our feelings, we've got to open our pelvic bowl. So let's do that together. So hello everybody that's here with me today. Go ahead and just bring the soles of your feet together, just like so. And then your hands behind your buttocks, and then lift yourself up and scoot yourself forward until your heels are as deep in toward your pelvic bowl as you can get them. And then push your heels together and drop your knees apart. Yeah, so your knees may be way up in the air. It doesn't matter, just do the best that you can. Now, as I settle back into my hands, I'm going to roll my inner arms out, let my head and neck be loose and free, and really push into my heels and let my knees fall apart best I can. And I'm going to breathe in and out of my pelvic bowl. So now that my pelvic bowl is open, and my heart, which is another main feeling center of the body, is open, I feel vulnerability. And it is in this space of vulnerability that we can connect to all of our feelings. So, how are you feeling right now? So as you sit here and breathe, attempt to connect to that. Now, some of us don't know how we feel because we've so not got our feeling system on board, but just best you can. Connect with how you feel. All right, everybody got it? So whatever it is. Now, if it's a heavier emotion like anger, so I'll just name the heavier emotions like depression, fear, and anxiety. I'm going to put all in one group. Then anger, and then frustration, because frustration's a little lighter than anger, right? And then overwhelm. and then pessimism. And right in the middle, pessimistic optimism. And then optimism. And then hope, faith, trust, happiness, and joy. So I've simplified it all, but you're in there somewhere along that. So whatever you're feeling, you know where you are. Feel that now, and we're gonna feel it for a while. So settle in, push into your heels, really roll your inner arms out. Breathe in and breathe out, and feel that feeling that you're feeling right now. Feel it. Keep feeling it. So as you feel it, you might want to walk your hands forward and come down and just feel it, bowing your head down. Some of you may want to plant your elbows on your thighs and just drop forward and breathe and feel. Just stay here and feel and keep breathing, feeling that feeling that you are feeling right now. Don't run from it. Stay here, feel it, with your heart coming towards your feet, or you can at any time come back up. Just stay pushing those heels in toward one another and be with that feeling. Feel it. Keep feeling it just a little bit longer. Nice. Now, keep feeling that feeling. Just bring your hands up. Really roll your inner arms out. Squeeze your heels together. Keep feeling that feeling for a couple more breaths. Nice. So the thing about feelings is that we have to feel them for a little bit. You can't just be like, oh, I'm angry. Okay, got it, and move on. Feelings require that we feel them for 90 seconds or more. And I held you there for about that. I don't have a timer, but I do this often so I can kind of feel that. And when you're starting this out, you might want to have a timer. So you go at least to 90 seconds and feel those feelings, sometimes more, but at least to 90 seconds. And then you can shift your feelings, like move up the emotional scale. So wherever you were, like if you're at fear, depression, anxiety, the next emotion up is anger. If you're at anger, the next emotion up is frustration. If you're at frustration, the next emotion up, overwhelm. If you're at overwhelm, the next emotion up, pessimism. If you're pessimistic, the next emotion up is pessimistic optimism, right in the middle. If you're pessimistic optimistic, then the next emotion is optimism. And then if you're optimistic, the next emotion is hope. If you feel hope, if you felt hope, the next emotion is faith. If you felt faith, then the next emotion up is trust. If you're at trust, the next emotion up is happiness. If you're happy, the next emotion up is joy. Yeah. So depression is as low as you can go, joy is as high as you can go. So all we're going to do now is move up the next emotion. So choose it. Pause for a moment and feel it. When you've got it for sure, then keep your hands behind you, roll your inner arms out, squeeze your heels together, and let's begin feeling that next emotion up. Breathe and feel and be with it. We're starting out in the space of vulnerability so you can really feel it. And then just coming forward when you need to, as deep as you want to go. And be with that feeling, that next emotion up. Be with it. Stay there. Do not run from it. Feel that feeling. Doing? Stay there with your feeling. Be with it. You can do this anywhere. It's just easier to open your pelvic bowl because it's a feeling center. Open your heart because it's a feeling center. But you could do this wherever you are and just feel it. Be with that feeling. Allow it to stay in your body for this amount of time. Now just coming back up slowly. When you're ready, bring your hands behind your buttocks and just roll your inner arms out and squeeze your shoulder blades together and squeeze your heels together and breathe and feel that feeling, that next emotion up from however you started this practice. And nice. And know that wherever you are, at any moment, you check in with yourself. Let's just say I was at pessimistic. I was right in the middle. And if I check in with myself at any time of day and I say, oh my gosh, I'm pessimistic, optimistic, then I can move up the scale. I can move to optimism. And if I can move to optimism and just really feel that, then I can move up to hope. And this is how we learn to manage our emotions. And they're just like the gas gauge in our car, right? When we're driving our car and we notice that we're on empty and that little light comes on, we don't keep driving our car. We stop. We take the time to put in gas, right? That's what our emotions are asking us to do. To stop, to feel them, and then to fill up, to go up the scale to the next emotion up. And then if we want to, we can keep moving up the scale. Now, there's more to this. It's best to know your feelings, right? And the only way we really know our feelings is through a mirroring practice. But you're getting the idea. And I have the full emotional guidance system practice on my lower back bliss program because, again, this is the emotional center. And anytime you have lower back pain, check in with your emotions because something's going on with you emotionally. Hip pain too, any lower belly pain, and you know what else? Heart pain, grief pain. We're in a time of grief right now. Grief is the shadow of the heart. And it's time for us to open up and feel our grief and learn to move up the scale. So I put grief down there. Well, there's different stages of grief, but it's a heavier emotion from depression to anger, all the way up probably to pessimistic optimism, and then to hope, depending on where you are in the scale. And that's why some emotions are so, contain, more than one, so you have to check in with yourself where you are at that base emotion. But it gets kind of tricky, so we have to learn our own emotional guidance system. And it is one of the things that has freed me. And if you check out my website this week, agelessmovemore.com, the blog that comes out tomorrow, I did an interview with Kimberly Saylor Williamson, who did my lower back bliss program, and she talks about what the emotional guidance system did for her. It's amazing. So I hope that you all take the time to feel your feelings, open your pelvic bowl, feel your feelings, and begin to learn about them and learn to move yourself up the scale. There's nothing like freedom, emotional freedom. And you know what else? Your body feels your emotions. So if you're feeling really heavy, you're in the heavier emotions like depression, anxiety, grief, sorrow, anger, frustration, overwhelm, pessimism. If you're feeling kind of right in the middle, you're optimistic, pessimistic. If If you're going on the lighter side, optimism all the way up to joy, then you feel that lightness in your body. And guess what? Heavy emotions create pain and tension. So, learning how to manage your emotions, your emotional guidance system is one of the best ways to free yourself of pain and tension, disease, disorder, and get you going the right direction. I want to just give a shout out to another one of my students, Michelle, who's on her way to living her dream. She went from negative, heavy emotions to lightening up, feeling lighter emotions, and what she would say is being more positive. And now, in the middle of a pandemic, she got her dream job. In the middle of a pandemic, she's moving to California, which was her dream. So see what these things can do for us. So I hope that you too learn how to manage your emotions. Now I'm just going to go, I gotta draw my knees together as I come forward and see if you have any questions. Please ask away if you do. All right. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Maria. Melody, Ross. Yay. Terry Cohen. I'm feeling I wish I was there. Come on, Terry. Well, guess not. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Sandra. Oh, so I'm torn between blocking my feelings these days to be able to do my job as a nurse. Oh, thank you for doing your job. But then absolutely needing to feel them at an appropriate time to stay sane. Thank you for the tools, Michelle. Yeah. And Sandra was with us in New Jersey last year, and we did the emotional guidance system as a group. So she kind of knows about this stuff. Yeah, sometimes like when you're a nurse or you're a firefighter or a policeman or some other jobs and you have to go in and not feel your feels for a moment, make sure you do as soon as you come out, because if you don't, you're going to carry those with you, and that's difficult and hard on your body. Hey, Lindsay, glad you're here. Hello. I can't wait to start my lower back bliss because I'm in pain. All right, Lindsay is on board. Hey, Angela. Hello. Amy, you always know exactly what I need. Thank you. Amy, how's your lower back pain? Let me know in the comments below if you can't catch me right this moment. It was so good to be with you, all of you today. I just feel like I was started out at pessimistic optimism. I am definitely in optimism. And then being with all of you, I think I've moved up the scale to happiness. Yeah, thank you so much. And go out and feel all the feels and enjoy your day. Oh, I have a whole practice on agelessmovemore.com, and the Ageless Movement practices on opening your pelvic bowl to feel your feelings. So check it out. Bye.